Hey guys, so today we're going to be trying out some new contour products from Covergirl. I have their Chocoholic contour palettes and then a couple of their True Blend Serving Sculpt palettes. So I figured we would kind of dabble in these today. I have no color on my face at all, just foundation and a little powder, and that's it. So we desperately need some face colors. So if you guys are curious to see swatches and how these apply, then just keep watching. Okay, so I need some contour first. That's what I'm going to start with. I think I want to start with this Chocoholic one and see how it compares to some other products that are supposed to be chocolate scented. So this is what it looks like. It smells very faintly like a Swiss Miss hot chocolate packet. It's very faint, but it looks like this one will be cool enough to be a contour product for me. So let me swatch these first. Oh, they're so soft. Wow. Was not expecting that. Like literally like a layer of little silk dust. Wow. Okay, this one is definitely more apricot than I thought it was in the pan. So let me show you the swatches of these real quick. So we have the... Okay, that one's darker than I thought too. Okay, I thought this was like a really light pink highlight. It is more of like a dusty rose gold. Here's the contour powder, which I think I'll be able to use lightly on my face. Obviously on my face. And then the third product, I thought these were all going to be from my shade, but they look a bit darker than I expected. I believe this is the only Chocoholic contour palette that they came out with, so it wasn't like there was like a light, medium, and dark version. Okay, so those are the three shades in the Chocoholic contour palette. Next we have number 500. This is the True Blend Serving Sculpt, and this one was marketed for fair to light skin tones, so that's why I pulled this one out. Looks like you have a blush, a pinky highlight, and maybe a bronzer. It will depend, I guess, on your skin tone, so let's try these. Again, super, super soft. That looks a bit lighter. Okay. Okay, so this was the Chocoholic palette. This is now the True Blend palette. Here's the blush. The highlight, which definitely is a bit lighter than this one, and the contour or bronzer. I think this palette is probably going to be more for my skin tone. These seem pretty dark, but I'll try this one as a bronzer and this one as a contour. I have a new brush from Milani that I'm dying to try out. This is the Universal Kabuki Fan. I've heard these are really great for contouring, so why don't we give this a try today? It's just been sitting in my brush pile. Okay, so this is the width of it and the length. Feels very soft. I wonder how this will work for contouring. Let's try the darker one first. Looks like you get a lot of product, so I'm going to definitely tap this off and give it a little puff here. I'm just going to stamp it where I want it right now. It definitely is a little bit on the dark side, but I think this might work for me. I think for forehead bronzing and contouring, I think I prefer a big fluffy brush. This is a little bit too precise for that. Okay, so the contour worked pretty well. It's a little bit on the dark side, but if you go over your skin with like a buffing powder at the end, I think it'll be fine for you. Alright, that's fine. Let's move on to bronzer. I'm just going to grab like a Sonia Kashuk brush, dip into the True Blend contour shade here. This one does seem a bit warmer and a bit lighter. This shade right here. It might be even a little too orange, but we'll try to warm up the forehead here. And the jawline. Okay, so of the two, I think I actually like the darker one. It's not quite as orange tone, but if you like more orange tone, like warmth bronzers, you'd like this one. Personally, I'm liking this one so far. So there's only one blush option here, which is this one, unless I wanted to use this as a blush. So I think I'm just gonna go with this peachy one, even though it doesn't really match the look today. Very bright, very, very pigmented. Okay. And that's all I need. Yeah. One dip, tap off, and you still get a good amount of color. So these are very, very pigmented. Now for highlight, we have these two, which I think are going to be too dark. I might try this one at the end as a blush topper. This one, which is pretty, but it's very pinky and not really the look I'm going for today. So the other highlight palette that I have from Covergirl is another one of their True Blend. This is their Super Stunner. So we had the Serving Sculpt palette, which is their like sculpting palette, and then we have the Super Stunner palette, which is an all highlight palette. This one is marketed for fair light skin tones as well. So this is number 500. It looks like this. It looks like we have like a yellow, more of a champagne, and perhaps a pinky shade. Again, ridiculously soft. Wow. These are intense. All right, so we have the first one, which is like a goldish. The middle, which looks more like a, I don't know, tanny champagne. These don't look very different to me. This one might be ever so slightly more pink, but I think I'm going to go with this one, and then if I need a little more color, I might go with the blush topper option. All right, so I grabbed the Sephora highlighting brush. This is from their magnetic brush set, which I recently reviewed in a video. I think it's a really clever idea. It stands on a magnetic stand, so you don't have to put it in like a brush. You don't have to put it in like a brush holder like this. You can just stand it out. You can see everything that you have, which is kind of convenient if you have the desk space. So we're gonna go in with this one to the yellowish one, this yellow gold one. And I don't know how powdery or dusty or anything, so we are just gonna try it on dry skin right now. Okay, it gives you like a nice, like, I would say like a moonlit glow. It's not even like a sunlit glow. I can see this looking beautiful on super pale, fair skin. Just a very soft, subtle highlight, very pretty. Now I'm gonna spray some setting spray, see if we can get it to be a little bit more intense. Since we're trying out CoverGirl, I'm going to do the CoverGirl Look Lockup Spray. And then we'll go back in with this gold shade. There we go. Now that is beautiful. Can you guys see that? Really pretty. Not too yellow. It's a beautiful shade for my current skin tone, which I'm loving. Can you guys see it even here? It looks beautiful there. Let's see about the nose. Yes, this is a very, very flattering highlight shade for fair to light skin tones. Like, look at this highlight. Beautiful. Okay, so I kind of don't want to mess with the makeup today because my mom is coming over to visit tonight, so I don't really want to mess it up. But let's go ahead and try this blush topper shade, which I believe was the first one in the deep palette. So it was this one right here, so we'll try this one. Oh, it looks really, really dark on the brush. I'm a little bit scared about that. All right, so blush topper, so like right here. Okay, I added a bit of like peachy pink to my cheeks here. So for me, this is not going to be a standalone highlight, but perhaps on top of blush. But looking at it in the mirror, it almost is giving me like a, I want to say like purpley vibes mixed with the bronzer, so perhaps not. I think I'm just going to stick with my golden yellow highlights today. Okay, so this is how the makeup looks on my face. The conclusion is that I really, really love this light highlight shade from the Super Stunner palette number 500. I'm going to definitely continue to keep using this one. I feel like I might be able to get away with these two, but they might look a little gray on my face. Usually like tan tone things don't look right on my face, but the yellow or like more pinky things do. So I think I'm going to experiment with these later, but right now I'm loving this white gold one. This palette is probably going to be a pass for me because this is a bit too orange. It almost matches the shade of my shirt. This is a bit too intense of a pink for my skin tone, and this is a very, very pigmented like pinky coral, which I don't wear much. So this one's probably a pass for me. And this one is really pretty, but also a bit on the dark side. So I would say I pick this up if you have deeper skin tone or if you like deeper highlights. These are not wearable for me even with a tan. So for me, the standout is definitely the Super Stunner Trio Highlight Palette. So I hope you guys found this swatch and try on video of these new CoverGirl palettes helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.